Hey, welcome to EPN. My name is Victor Lucas, and we bring you the latest in everything cool every single day. This one's going out to Nalib Makoto, who lives in Quebec, and he used to watch us on G4, and he recently found this channel and says, I bring a fresh air to video games and movies, so I appreciate that very much. So much, in fact, that this rundown is dedicated to you. One of the best Star Wars video game franchises of all time might be coming back to our galaxy. An all-new Knights of the Old Republic, or KOTOR game, is rumored to be in the works. That's according to Unseen64 and Did You Know gaming writer Liam Robertson, who claims in the latest episode of his podcast that sources at BioWare have told him that they're currently working on a new KOTOR-related project. It's unclear exactly what the new game will be. Robertson says it started development as a remake of the original Knights of the Old Republic, but has since morphed into its own thing, so it could be a sequel, spiritual successor, or something else entirely. Whatever it is, it's being handled by BioWare Austin, the same team behind another KOTOR-inspired game, the Star Wars MMO, The Old Republic. Given the ongoing success of that game, it makes sense that BioWare would want to revisit the Knights of the Old Republic franchise with a new game. It's also legally feasible, given that BioWare is a subsidiary of Electronic Arts, which holds the exclusive rights to make AAA console and PC games set in the Star Wars universe. We hope the news is true, because we'd love to see a new KOTOR adventure. The original game, released in 2003, was extremely influential, giving players the ability to shape the story and characters based on their actions, something that has since become commonplace in the RPG genre. We'll let you know if a new game materializes. Plenty of other Star Wars games are currently coming down the pipe from other EA subsidiaries. DICE will unveil their Battlefront sequel at the Star Wars Celebration later this week. It's a great time to be a Star Wars fan. And over on the big screen, you have a chance to appear in one of the Star Wars movies. Disney and Lucasfilm are teaming up with the online charity platform Omaze for a new Star Wars Force for Change charity initiative. Fans can donate for a chance to appear as a background character in the upcoming Han Solo spin-off movie, and other prizes include a free trip to Skywalker Ranch and a ticket to the Hollywood premiere of Episode 8, The Last Jedi. Disney and Omaze had similar charities for the previous two Star Wars movies, raising millions of dollars that went to UNICEF.
We're not done yet.
Follow the link below this video to check it out. The charity is being launched just in time for Star Wars Celebration. The Last Jedi will probably get its first trailer at the event, along with loads of other Star Wars news and panels. I'm actually headed down to Star Wars Celebration, and I can't wait. Watch for coverage right here. The new Injustice game is getting in gear. Warner Brothers and NetherRealm Studios have released a new video for Injustice 2 detailing the game's in-depth gear system. The big takeaway is that the gear you earn isn't just cosmetic, it also changes the way your character fights, with different set bonuses unlocking some of the most powerful attacks. Special moves are also unlocked depending on what gear you've got on. The developers hope that the gear system will add a new level of strategy to the game, meaning players will have to think carefully about what items they wear and when.
With the gear system, what we're trying to do is supply a system to all players that they're really customizing these characters to look the way they want them to look, to play the way they want them to play.
Yeah.
So from a gameplay standpoint, we're offering a ton of freedom, a ton of choice for players to sort of develop this universe as they see fit and within their vision.
Watch the full version of that interview by clicking the link below this video. Now a word about microtransactions. Users will be able to buy appearance-changing items like skins and shaders using real-life money, while combat-enhancing gear can only be earned by playing the game. NetherRealm promises that none of the stuff you can buy will actually change the way you play, which is their way of preventing the game from becoming pay-to-win. We're going to hold them to that. Injustice 2 will enter the ring on May 16th. It looks like the virtual reality industry might explode over the next few years. According to a report by the market research company Greenlight Insights, the VR industry will make about $7 billion this year and increase dramatically to $75 billion by 2021. That's a tenfold increase over the next 4 years, so if the predictions are accurate, it means you can expect to see more and more companies rushing to cash in on the growing market. For comparison, the video game industry as a whole saw almost $100 billion in revenue in 2016 if you lump together console and mobile sales. The VR predictions include sales from both software and hardware, including consumer-grade headsets for home use and more sophisticated headsets meant for use in movie theaters and other public venues. There's still no guarantee that VR will take off the way some analysts are predicting, so you might want to take all of this with a dose of skepticism. There are reports that some of the VR headsets that are currently on the market aren't selling as well as hoped, so it could take a few generations before they become mainstream. We'll just have to wait and see. Project Cars 2 is heading off the tarmac and getting dirty. The sequel to the 2015 racing game will include a new off-road rallycross mode, giving players the ability to race in dirt tracks for the first time in the series. There will be different kinds of mud and dirt, along with dynamic weather conditions that will all play a role in how well your vehicle handles on the track. Official rallycross cars, tracks, and even racers will be included, and developer Slightly Mad Studios says they want their rallycross mode to be as authentic as possible. Project Cars 2 will cross the finish line on the PS4, Xbox One, and PC later this year. Who says PC gaming is dead? Not the shape-shifting witch Bayonetta. Sega has just released the original Bayonetta game on the PC almost 8 years after it debuted on the PS3 and Xbox 360. Better late than never. To make it worth the wait, the PC version offers full 4K support and 60 frames per second, so it will look a lot better than it ever did on consoles, although not as good as more recent games. Sega and developer Platinum Games haven't said why the PC port of Bayonetta took so long. Platinum's most recent game, Nier Automata, launched on the PC just a week after its PS4 debut, but the PC version was glitchy and wasn't as well received. So will Bayonetta 2 ever be released on the PC? Don't count on it. The game was published by Nintendo, not Sega, and was a Wii U exclusive, so it won't be coming to the PC unless Nintendo wants to do it, which they won't. We are, however, holding out hope for a Nintendo Switch version, so we'll let you know if that materializes. And one big console exclusive game maker isn't going to be console exclusive anymore. Remedy Entertainment, the studio behind the Xbox games Alan Wake and Quantum Break, has revealed that their next game, codenamed P7, is coming to the PS4 as well as the Xbox One. They say they're doing this as part of a wider strategy to branch out to other platforms, which makes sense given that they don't have an exclusive publishing deal with Microsoft this time around. We still don't know what P7 is, although Remedy has said that it will run on the same gameplay engine as Quantum Break. The fact that it won't be exclusive to one console is good news for PlayStation fans who were disappointed that they couldn't play Alan Wake or Quantum Break, although with the latter, they weren't really missing much given that game's disappointing reception. We'll let you know when more details come in. P7 isn't the only new game Remedy has on the way. They're also working on a sequel to the tactical first-person shooter Crossfire, which is expected to deploy in the next year or two. And over to one of the biggest console-exclusive franchises, here's when you can dig up more Uncharted. The Lost Legacy, the standalone single-player DLC for Uncharted 4, will arrive in stores and as a digital download on August 22nd. Nathan Drake won't be appearing this time around. The story will instead focus on his comrades Chloe and Nadine, who join forces to uncover an ancient Indian artifact. The main campaign is expected to be around 10 hours long, making it longer than some full games, including the first Uncharted. Because it's practically its own game, Lost Legacy will also have a pretty hefty price tag, $40 US. So let's hope it's worth the investment. Once this is out, Naughty Dog's next big project will be The Last of Us Part 2. That doesn't have a release window yet, but we've got our fingers crossed for 2018.
You really gonna go through with this?
And that does it for us today on The Rundown. Thank you so much for watching. We're working on tomorrow's show as we speak, so come back for that, will you? And in the meantime, check out some of our other videos, and if you dig them, hit subscribe.